everyone! Namaste and Sawadee. This is Tanvi and welcome to my YouTube channel. About me, well, I have a master's in physics. Other than that, I am someone who loves history and exploring and getting to know about different cultures. Especially when it comes to food, I absolutely love cooking and eating, of course, and I try to do it in the most traditional and authentic way possible. Most importantly, I think Thai cuisine fascinates me because of the uniqueness in the ingredients which are being used, especially the spices and the complexity of the flavors that it brings. It's very similar to the food that we make in South India. For example, the usage of coconut, which is very common in Kerala's food, and in Tamil Nadu we use a lot of tamarind in our dishes, and the spices, the balance, that is wonderful and absolutely delicious. I think Thai food is like a mixture of Indian and Chinese cooking techniques, and that is awesome. By the way, I'm vegetarian and I have a food page on Instagram by the name Sesame and Soy. Do follow for delicious vegan recipes. Well then, enough about me. Let's move on with the main agenda of today's video, making Pia Pad Thai or Pia Thai. The reason I chose this dish is because it's vegetarian, and well, who doesn't like crispy food? Spring rolls are my absolute favorite, and this dish is the perfect balance of crispy and chewy and tangy deliciousness. Essentially, this dish is deep fried Thai spring rolls, and they contain the filling which resembles the well-known dish Pad Thai. Instead of rice noodles, we will be using mung bean vermicelli, also known as wunsen in Thai. Along with the noodles, these spring rolls usually contain a lot of vegetables along with some ground meat like pork, and they are seasoned with traditional Thai seasonings like tamarind and fish sauce and coriander. But the dish we are making is going to be completely vegan or vegetarian. So without further ado, let's proceed to making the dish. We need the most important ingredient, that is glass noodles. Glass noodles, which are commonly used in this recipe, are made of mung bean starch. Since it's not very commonly available where I live, I had to make a substitute using Korean sweet potato starch noodles. These are called damyang, and since I've been making a lot of Korean food lately, I've had it handy, so I'm using this. We require cabbage, and we also require mung bean sprouts, and since it's not commonly available, you can just use a bit more cabbage. The carrots, use 2 carrots like of this small size, or you can use a bigger carrot. A shallot, cucumber for the salad, tofu for a bit of protein. We will also be using this unorthodox ingredient in place of meat and pork. I love this ingredient. If you're living in India, you must be familiar with this. It's used in vegetarian biryani recipes. So you guessed it right, it's texturized vegetable protein or soya chunks. We will be mincing them and marinating that in a bit of soy sauce and mushroom powder for an extra umami kick. So we are using that in place of pork, cilantro with the stems intact, because we will be using the stems in the stir frying process of the pad thai, because the leaves aren't stable in heat. So the leaves will be used in the salad instead with the cucumber. Spring roll wrappers for the spring rolls. When it comes to the sauce, we require jaggery. This is chopped up jaggery in place of the palm sugar. If you can find palm sugar, that's awesome. If you can't, jaggery is a very good substitute. Concentrated tamarind paste, soy sauce, a bit of garlic, Kashmiri red chili powder, some pepper, mushroom powder for that extra umami kick. Cut the tofu, mince the garlic. I usually crush them and then start mixing them like this. Mince the soya chunks and marinate them in soy sauce and mushroom powder. We've chopped up our veggies, and this might seem like a lot, but once we start cooking it, it will reduce, so you don't have to worry about it. So let's mix the pad thai sauce. Let's take a heat-safe bowl and add the chopped jaggery, tamarind extract, the soy sauce, and some salt. And let's give it a mix. We'll be heating this up on stove top at a low flame and keep mixing it until it thickens. Keep stirring the pad thai sauce until it starts bubbling like this, and it should have thickened up by now. So you can turn off the heat and set it aside. Let's cook the glass noodles in boiling hot water until they're soft and pliable, but let's not overcook them. So we can cook it further while making the stir fry. Make the dipping sauce by mixing up Kashmiri red chili powder, some vinegar, salt, some sugar, and a bit of cornstarch. Mix it all up until you get a slurry like this and add a bit of water to thin it out. Heat it up on a stovetop on a low flame until it thickens up and your dipping sauce would be ready. I've heated up water for cooking the glass noodles. Add the glass noodles to the boiling hot water and cook it until it's soft and pliable. After cooking the glass noodles, drain, rinse with cold water and cut it into small pieces. So our ingredients are prepped and ready. Our dipping sauce, Pad Thai sauce are also done, along with chopped vegetables, tofu and marinated soy nuggets. So let's start cooking. Heat up some oil in a pan. Cook the tofu first. Once the tofu starts turning golden brown, add the veggies. Once the veggies seem to have softened up, add the marinated PVP or the soy nuggets. Add the chopped noodles and the Pad Thai sauce and cook until it's all well combined. Once it's cooked, add spring onions towards the end, give it a mix and turn off the heat and let it cool until you wrap the spring rolls. Now the time has come for the fun part, that is to wrap the spring rolls. Take your sheet and place it in an angled way like this in front of you. We are using a mixture of flour and water so we could make the ends stick. Take the filling, we'll be putting in such a way that it forms a line and you can make it as long as you want the spring roll to be. Wrap it like this horizontally and place the two ends on either side. Add some of the sticky glue, flour glue that we have and apply it towards the edges. Keep tucking in as you roll. And then you're done. You've got a spring roll. So now the spring rolls are wrapped and ready. Let's deep fry them. I've heated up some oil and you'll know it's ready when you would insert a wooden chopstick. You'd see the bubbles forming. That's when you know it's ready to be fried. Add the spring rolls to the hot oil, but be careful not to overcrowd. Cook them until they're nice and golden, just like that. And then take it off the heat. The spring rolls are fried and ready, so let's make the salad that goes with them. So we've taken a chopped cucumber, shallot and coriander or cilantro. Let's add a bit of vinegar. And some salt and sugar. Crushed peanuts. Mix it well. Add the prepared salad to a serving bowl and serve it right away alongside the dipping sauce that we made earlier. So our spring rolls are ready. Let's cut into them and see what they look like on the inside. They look awesome. And now our dish is complete. Pia Pad Thai. Now let's give it a taste. With some of the dipping sauce. Amazing. It's crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside, and the filling especially, absolutely flavorful. It's very good on its own. The dipping sauce just takes it to the next level along with the crunchy cucumber salad. It's the best spring rolls I've ever had. Well, that's it for today's video, and if you enjoyed watching it, please do drop a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.